Students, please note down. These notes are available in the description of video. Please download your notes. Dear students, in this topic of genetics, molecular biology, three important topics. One is DNA replication, synthesis, duplication of DNA. Second topic is transcription, that is synthesis of RNA. And this third topic, very important topic, all these three topics, important questions for final exam. All competitive exam students and BSc students, this topic in which I will cover translation, it is mechanism of protein synthesis. Dear students, in today's lecture, we will clear mechanism of protein synthesis, that is translation. This entire process occurs in cell cytoplasm. Dear students, note down in case of eukaryotes, the two processes we have already discussed. One, DNA replication, and second, RNA synthesis transcription. DNA replication as well as RNA synthesis transcription occur here in nucleus, but this process, translation, protein synthesis, that occurs in cell cytoplasm. In this cell cytoplasm, this sequence of amino acids, that is a polypeptide chain, and that polypeptide chain produce a protein. Dear students, the DNA that gives information in the form of messenger RNA, mRNA, and that mRNA further translates this information in this polypeptide chain, and this entire process occurs in cell cytoplasm, which involves following steps. First step is activation of amino acids. As we know, the proteins, the polypeptide chains are polymers of smaller basic units, and the monomer units of polypeptide or protein chains are amino acids. Dear students, amino acids are basic units of polypeptide or protein chains. First of all, these amino acids are activated. It means amino acid interacts with ATP molecule, and this entire process is catalyzed by an enzyme, that is amino acyl RNA synthetase, that requires Mg positive 2 ions. As a result, this complex is formed, amino acid AMP enzyme complex, and PPI, it is pyrophosphate. First step is activation of amino acids. It means amino acid interacts with ATP molecule in presence of an enzyme, that is amino acyl RNA synthetase, and that requires Mg positive 2 ions to produce AAAMP enzyme complex, and it produces PPI pyrophosphate. Second step is charging of tRNA, or it is amino acylation of tRNA, or it may be named transfer of amino acid to tRNA. Dear students, note down, in protein synthesis, the amino acids, these amino acids are present in a pool in cell cytoplasm, and from this pool of amino acids, these are carried by tRNA, it is transfer RNA. It transfers amino acids from this amino acid pool to this polypeptide chain or protein chain. That's why the RNA is transfer RNA. tRNA, it transfers, it carries amino acids from this cytoplasmic amino acid pool to this polypeptide or protein chain. In this second step, the activated amino acid interacts with tRNA molecule, and this step requires another enzyme, that is amino acyl tRNA synthetase, to produce amino acid tRNA complex. It means this transfer RNA, it binds with a specific amino acid, and that complex called amino acylation of tRNA or recharging of tRNA. Note down, in this step, AMP and enzyme which were present in this activated amino acid complex, these AMP and enzyme are released, and the complex here which is formed, that is amino acid tRNA complex, that is called amino acylation of tRNA or recharging of tRNA, or simply you can say the amino acid. This amino acid from this amino acid pool is transferred to tRNA, or this tRNA molecule which binds a specific amino acid. The process is charging of tRNA. And the next step is, that is initiation of translation. Dear students, note down, initiation of translation, protein synthesis. In this step, this charged tRNA, it means this tRNA with this specific amino acid, it binds with the ribosomes. In our last topics, in the chapter of cell biology, we have discussed ribosomes. Dear students, the polypeptide chain, the protein chain, which are polymer, which are larger molecules, which are made up of number of smaller units, and the basic unit, the monomer units of polypeptide or protein chains are amino acids. It means amino acids are basic units of proteins or polypeptide chains. And this entire process, translation, that occurs with the help of ribosomes. The ribosomes are protein factories, and each ribosome, either 70S ribosome or 80S ribosome, having two units, smaller and larger subunits. And this smaller subunit having a specific region, a cap region for mRNA. Dear students, in this step, initiation of translation, first of all, this smaller subunit of ribosome that having a specific region or cap for mRNA. It means this mRNA molecule, it enters here in this cap region of smaller subunit. And this entire process, initiation of translation, in case of prokaryotes, that requires 3 initiation factors. And the initiation factors of prokaryotes, which are 3 in number, these are IF3, IF2, IF1. Competitive exam students, please note down, in case of eukaryotes, the initiation factors are 9 in number. In prokaryotes, these are 3. IF3, IF2, IF1. But in case of eukaryotes, these initiation factors are 9, which are small e for eukaryotes, IF2, E, IF3, small e, IF1, small e, IF4A, for B, for C, for D, small e, IF5, small e, IF6. These are 9 initiation factors in eukaryotes. This smaller subunit, whether it is 30S or 40S, which interacts with this mRNA molecule, it means this smaller subunit of ribosome having a cap region for mRNA. In this cap region, this mRNA enters. It means the larger this smaller subunit interacts with this mRNA molecule, and the initiation factor in case of eukaryotes, that is small e, IF2, while in case of prokaryotes it is IF2. second step is, in this second step, in first step, this smaller subunit combines with this mRNA molecule. In second step, this mRNA molecule having a definite sequence of nucleotides. It means the mRNA molecule having a genetic code. The entire information exists in definite sequence of nitrogen-based nucleotides or letters. And the definite sequence occurs in the form of triplets. A sequence of 3 letters present on mRNA that represents a codon. Dear students, note down, in case of protein synthesis, in initiation, the initiation codons either AUG or GUG. Competitive exam students, note down either AUG, mainly AUG codon that acts as initiation codon. And this AUG initiation codon, it codes for a specific amino acid, that is methionine. It means this, in response of this AUG initiation codon, this charged tRNA, or simply this tRNA, it brings the amino acid which is methionine or MET. Rarely, the another initiation codon that may be GUG, and that GUG codes for valine amino acid. This AUG, this codon, it specifies that specific amino acid is methionine. When instead of this AUG, if the codon is GUG, that codes for valine amino acid. It means in response of this initiation codon, this charged tRNA having a sequence of 3 letters which are complementary to this sequence of codons of mRNA. So this sequence of 3 letters present on charged tRNA are anticodon, while the sequence of 3 letters present on mRNA, that is codon. This charged tRNA also interacts with this smaller subunit and mRNA, and this step is catalyzed by small e IF3 in case of eukaryotes, and in case of prokaryotes the initiation factor is IF3, and the reaction is catalyzed which requires energy, and that energy occurs in the form of GTP instead of ATP. This is guanosine triphosphate. And in the third step of initiation, this larger subunit also combines with this smaller subunit. It means the initiation complex completes. This smaller subunit also combines with larger subunit. Here, this larger subunit having A site, it is acceptor site which accepts the specific charged tRNA having a specific amino acid, and that amino acid is recognized by the definite sequence of nitrogen base or codons present on mRNA. Then it is P site or it is D site. P4, it is peptidal site. It means this site having a chain of polypeptides, or it is donor site, and this one is E site. Dear students, in this initiation complex formation, it encloses this mRNA and charged tRNA, while this A site acceptor site remains exposed. As a result, it accepts new specific charged tRNA. In this process of translation, which occurs in cell cytoplasm, first step is activation of amino acids. The amino acids which are present in cell cytoplasm in amino acid pool, and these amino acids are carried by, these are transferred to a polypeptide chain by this tRNA molecule, transfer RNA. This tRNA molecule having a sequence of 3 letters anticodons which recognize a definite sequence of 3 letters present of mRNA called codon. It is genetic code. In next topic I will cover genetic code. Second step is charging of tRNA, amino acylation of tRNA. It means the activated amino acid interacts with this tRNA. As a result, this tRNA amino acid complex is formed, then it is named charged tRNA. And the third step, that is initiation. That initiation involves interaction of this smaller subunit with this mRNA. And on this mRNA, the sequence of codon that specifies a specific amino acid having initiation codon either AUG or GUG. In response of that, this charged tRNA molecule brings a specific amino acid methionine. If initiation codon is GUG, then this charged tRNA brings valine amino acid. And in this initiation complex, this smaller subunit also combines with this larger subunit of ribosome. It encloses mRNA and charged tRNA. While this site becomes exposed, it is A site to accept next charged tRNA.